Tricks for victory. So now I uncheck that and I check that. And that victory is unchecked. Okay.
Hello.
Alright. First cast of a Warcraft 2 remaster game after the balance patch. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm kind of curious to see if it's gonna be great or not. This time we were not kicked out because I allied everybody without unchecking a live victory, which is understandable and fine until we have a spectator mode. I think that's gonna be great. Alright. Now we're just gonna be watching this. There's a problem here, because you can see the colors are not right on the tiling, but it's fine. You can see the tiles. I don't really care. I've always seen the tile anyway, so it's not new. It is not new. We are gonna be watching this. It's gonna be great. Now let's have a look at who are the players. We have Tyferion and MFSC versus Incos and Steve. I think that's no, it's Tyferion. What did I make the teams? How did I make the teams? I don't remember. Anyway, we have Tyferion here in orange, and he's playing the Burning Blade Orcs for us, and that's gonna be great. And on that side, I don't know if you guys are listening to the stream. I hope you are not. If you're playing the game, it's not very important, but because we're not playing a tournament, but still. It would be better. Oh, nice scouting here from Tyferion, and obviously they are not allies, those two, so Tyferion and MFSC against each other, neighboring each other as well. So MFSC is gonna have to do something about that peon, his pesky peon inside his base here. So very, very nice indeed. He's gonna be Raxed. And that's a little bit too much attention for that one Rax. I don't think he wants to do that. Yeah, he wants to put back his peons into the goal flow. Right now the Rax is not really threatening him, but it's gonna be, you know, he has to deal with it. Now on the other side of the map we have the two other players in white. In white, I think, if I remember correctly, it was Incos. Yeah, it's Incos. So Incos in white playing the Lord on Humans. And he's gonna be neighboring the last but not the least of players, which is going to be Steve. And Steve apparently is called Plop elsewhere. I don't know, I haven't played with that guy very often on the GOG version. Because we used to play GOG mostly. We're playing GOG mostly still. But yeah, the remaster, I mean, I'm very interested to see how those changes are going to work. Lots of use of the walls here for the Plop player, and I'm not sure about this, but it's there, right? It's just there, so I mean, right. So 8 o'clock, yeah, very beautiful wall. You guys liked those graphics? I think it's alright. It's still the same art, kind of. It's been upscaled, obviously. I don't know how much of it is AI, but at least they didn't butcher the game. It doesn't look like another game. And I wasn't really, like, the graphics are for me less important than the gameplay. So the tree stumps, but they do look like tree stumps, so they are a bit big and they are not at the same place the trees were, but it never was the case. So I would not be, like, it wasn't looking, you know, that much. Before it wasn't looking like tree stumps at all, so we can give them props for that. Try to switch graphics. I can. Yeah, see, like they used to be smaller, so yeah, I don't know. There are less tree stumps. It's not looking that bad. I don't feel it's looking bad. Yeah, I guess. It's not looking that bad, to be honest. It doesn't break my my immersion. And like I said, the graphics to me were never the core interest of the game. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it could be sci-fi, I don't care. As long as the gameplay is interesting and unique, and that's still the case. I mean, we have walling here, we have microing, the micro isn't touched. I'm very eager to see how the changes look regarding the balance of the game. Lust apparently is a lot less powerful than it used to be. It's gonna be interesting to see if it's gonna be great or not. But yeah, for me the game always was, and like I'm not the campaign player you mostly know, right? I don't play the campaigns very often. And do your map hacks still work? What do you mean map hacks? I don't have map hacks. What do you mean, Rascals? Do my map picker still work? Yeah, my map picker still works because it's not linked to the game. It's not touching the game at all. It's just allowing me to browse the maps and randomize which map I'm gonna host with some settings. It's an external program, but it's not a map hack. What did they do to Lust? They basically fixed it, because Lust was bugged. It was basically doubling it was supposed to double the damage, but it was doubling both. Doubling the damage before the armor was taken into account. Yeah, it's applied now after the armor has been applied. So basically, you're just doubling the damage. You're not tripling it. For the ogres that had piercing and base damage, it was only tripling it if your piercing and base damage were the same. So if you had a unit that had the same amount of damage in both piercing and base, it would triple it. Is it the same as normal, or is it actually nerfed? It's very nerfed. It's very nerfed because the buildings now, the 20 armor of buildings is now not being bypassed now anymore. So the buildings are gonna die as fast as they were before. So what is this? What is this? Walls and towers? What the hell? What is this? We have a stronghold. So I guess humans not weak anymore, like not as as bad anymore compared to orcs. But we'll see if it's gonna make the game more interesting or more campy. I'm fearing that it will make the game a little bit more campy, but then again I want to give it a try. I mean, maybe it's gonna be great, We'll see how it plays before we make too hasty judgments. Alright, so yeah, nerf equals to reduce power for sure. Alright, so Ground Towers, and a nice defense. Absolutely a gorgeous defense. Great. The walls though. Oh man, walls and towers. So Tyferion and Steve playing together. Steve giving walls left and right, and oh my. Yeah, indeed, Steve is right. You need to hit white, he's getting big. He has a nice expo. I'm curious that this one has not been taken or fought for, I mean. We do not have a lumber mill here, so we are behind. Very much behind. It's very, yeah. I think it's helping Tyferion. I mean, Steve is not bad. Like, he's not, I mean, he's building terrible. Like, it's funny how he's building with the walls, but okay, so that's what I was feeling. Like, the sappers are gonna be the new Lust. Everybody's gonna rush for sappers, and it makes a lot of sense because they are the one that breaks the campy part of the game. So I'm glad the sapper exists. They will make those games more interesting. Without the sappers, you would have a very campy game. But the sappers being able to explode buildings like this are gonna make it a lot more interesting. And that knight should be focusing the peon repairing. Yeah, that's where he should be. But there you go. Tower is gonna die, and Steven is in big trouble. White absolutely melting him right now. And white is Incos again. So MFSC is, and I'm not surprised. Okay, now we do have a lumber mill. Regeneration is 3 times less expensive, which makes a lot of sense. It's probably still useless, but it's still at least it's not gonna cost you as much to research. Because it's regenerating 1 HP every 5 seconds, so you're probably not gonna get a lot of value from it. I like the beady style of it, like it's very, very sharp, kind of weird. Skeletons, 40 to 60 HP now. I mean, it's interesting that they would do that, right? Yeah, exactly. If you're playing the campaign, I guess you have some use for the regeneration. If archers are indeed 7 damage now and it's piercing damage, I think they should be able to burst towers a lot more. They are already very strong. I think with 5 archers you can burst a tower. It would need testing, but the thing with piercing damage is it does melt buildings. It's very, like, it's the one thing that they are good at. And since the ogres are not going to be able to melt buildings, I think adding a few archers is going to be useful. I mean, I'm, you know, just saying before it actually happens. But yeah, I feel that's probably what we're going to see. Please use archers versus Nico. It's been a while since that worked. I'm not sure it would be working anymore. I'm glad we can watch a game unfold. That's great. It's gonna be very good content. Upscaled to fire here. Alright, so everybody is gonna be he's gonna be sending his peons across here. I'm glad that he's doing so because otherwise he would be out of the game. MFSC trying to stay in the game right here. Lots of ogres here, but they are level 5. No one is rushing last anymore. Like, they don't even care about last. No one is going to get last here. I mean, it's G-Seps. G-Seps usually is finished before last happens. It's very rare to see last played. That's a lot of kills for MFSC. Help if you can. And he's sending a griffin. Oh, we do have a griffin here. And we do have a church. I don't think the church is worth it, to be honest. That might be the end for him. But, I mean, 5 mana for 1 HP healed instead of 6 is not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference here. It's still not really worth it. Problem is, you have to divide the amount of mana your paladin comes in at. It's spawning at 85, I think, and it's getting, like, slowly mana up. Even if it's gonna be like, even it's gonna be 200 mana, right? You're not gonna be able to heal that much if you divide that by 5, right? Basically, that's your amount of mana divided by 5 that you're gonna be able to heal. It's not much. But at least you can heal a paladin back to full life now, which you were not able to. If you have your whole mana. Axe thrower attacking the griffin here. Yeah, you need to kill the axe thrower, obviously. Alright. The griffins now cost only 2020, like, they cost a little bit less. I think it's 2250. I think it's a bit less. Yeah, 2250. Weird choice. Weird choice. I don't know if I would have touched that. I think the griffins were already in a good spot. I'm not sure I would have touched that. I think it's good that griffins cost a lot of money. Not sure why they did the change. But it's fine. Blizzard has less range, yeah. I don't know if it counts for Death and Decay as well. I don't know if Death and Decay also has less range. Or if it's just Blizzard. It's still plenty though. 10 range is still plenty. But it's gonna mess me with my brain because I'm very used to the old range. I'm sorry. Yeah, they are not back to full life. Okay, let's see how much HP he can heal with 84, 89. Let's see. I'm not even sure he can heal that one back to full life. Yeah. No. Okay, start healing. It's not like it should be most of the time you're able to heal your units back to full life, right? So for that to happen, it needs to be 1 mana for 1 HP. It's not even that much. Like if you have 1 mana for 1 HP, one paladin can heal like 2 or 3 paladins back to full life. Because the paladins have 90 HP, right? So you can heal up to 3. And that would not be even that good. So... DK costs more mana to use each cast. Yeah, I think it's funny that they are trying to make it even more different from the... Like, the spells are already different, right? They are making it even more different. So that's funny. I mean, why not? If in the end it's balanced, I'm fine with it. You can heal... It's 51 HP. Yeah, that's not much. Okay, now we have Lust. I think Lust is still beating it. It's still good. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna do still a lot of damage. Like, yeah, it's still melting them. Like, look at that. Yeah, it's still melting it. It's still good. It's still great. I think they didn't go ham enough on the hill though. Lust is still better, I think. It's not overpowered. I think it's still good. But it's not overpowered because he's not gonna melt building anymore. Like, I want him to attack a building and you'll see. It's probably not gonna melt it. Although Blizzard is gonna melt it for him, so... let's see. Yeah, it's still doing damage though. No, it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. But it's not melting it. Yeah, it's a good change. It's a very good change, for sure. I think heal needs to be still needs to be 1-for-1. Because right now it's clearly not healing as much as it should. Kill the Griffin! No! No! It's handy to have the mana here. It's gonna be easier to heal, for sure. Host map I can play. I'll try, Nico, but I have all the maps. And you don't, because you have not... you have not moved all of your maps from in the new folder. We need to do that so we can host anything. I want to be able to host BGH and stuff like that. Oh, it's finished, sorry. I was discussing with it. I'm so used to the game finishing on its own.